Have you ever thought that Christians or Adventists are just simply too happy? Have you ever thought to yourself, you just can't be happy all the time, you must have some problems, is it only me that has problems? Have you ever sat in church and the praise team or the worship leader or someone says, like, you know, smile a while, and you just don't feel like smiling at all? I have. You ever sat in church and you're maybe at the front, but you're hard and your situation and your life really you think deserves to be at the back? Have you ever just thought, I know that in the Bible it says that God will never forsake us and he'll never leave us, but have you simply felt alone and abandoned? I'm sure you felt like that. But I discovered this text in the Bible that actually puts a different take on it. I discovered this text which I was able to tell someone else, because there was this lady whose son died. And the miracle of her son was simply that for 19 years he'd had a brain tumour and he'd survived up to the age of 20, and at the age of 20 he died. And it's difficult and it's tough. And the beauty of it is that she came to church, and while the worship leaders were being very happy, she sat there, and I watched her sometimes cry, sometimes not do anything, sometimes just be still. Sometimes church was simply too happy and she simply had to leave because she was in darkness and she was searching for God. But in Exodus 20 there's this text, there's this incredible text. After the Ten Commandments, it says that Moses went back to see God. And Exodus 20:21 says this, and when I told this to this lady whose son had died, her eyes opened, because she felt that because her son had died that God wasn't there. But in this text, in Exodus 20:21, it says that Moses entered the deep darkness where God was. And I remember telling this particular lady this text. I told her this text because I remember when it was given to me when I was in this very dark place. And I didn't think that God was in my darkness. I thought God was only in the light. But this text says that God is in the darkness. God is in every situation. God is in your pain. God is in your grief. God is in your failure. When God says he promises never to leave you and never to abandon you, he meant it.